Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're looking at something a little different. The craziest, most ridiculous ways people have kicked the bucket. We're talking about deaths so unbelievable you'll be saying, "You've got to be kidding me." We've got exploding pants, killer vending machines, and even someone getting taken out by a coconut. You won't believe some of these stories. So buckle up, smash that like button for good luck, and let's dive into the wild world of weird deaths. Back in 1567, this guy named Hans Steininger was famous for his huge beard. I'm talking like 4.5 feet long. Imagine trying to eat a bowl of cereal with that thing. Anyway, one day Hans is just strolling around town when a fire breaks out. He panics, and in his rush to escape, he trips. You guessed it, on his own beard. The fall breaks his neck, and just like that, Hans and his epic beard are gone. Talk about a hairy situation. You know what they say? Laughter is the best medicine. Well, tell that to Alex Mitchell. In 1975, Alex was watching his favorite TV show, The Goodies, and something absolutely hilarious happened. I'm talking side-splitting, tears streaming down your face funny. Alex laughs for a solid 25 minutes straight, like non-stop. And then, his heart gives out. Turns out, too much laughter really can be a bad thing. Rip Alex, you hilarious legend. We've all been there. You've got that one dish you just can't get enough of. Maybe it's a decadent chocolate cake, a creamy tiramisu, or a rich, velvety cheesecake. The kind of dessert that makes you forget all your worries and just live in the moment. But in 1771, King Adolf Frederick of Sweden took his love for dessert way too far. This wasn't just any ordinary indulgence, it was a royal affair that would go down in history for all the wrong reasons. Picture this: a royal feast fit for a king. Lobster, caviar, mountains of sauerkraut, and an array of the finest dishes you could imagine. The table was a spectacle of opulence, a true testament to the king's love for grand feasts. And to wash it all down, enough champagne to fill a swimming pool. The bubbles, the sparkle, it was a celebration in every sense of the word. But the king's not done yet. His appetite was insatiable. And he wasn't about to stop at just the main course. No, he had his eyes set on the grand finale. He polishes off the entire meal with 14, you heard me right, 14 servings of his favorite dessert. Imagine the sheer volume of sweet, sugary goodness. It was a sight to behold, and a challenge to the stomach. And then, his stomach explodes. The sheer amount of food and drink was too much for even a king to handle. Okay, it didn't actually explode, but it might as well have. The king's body simply couldn't cope with the excess, leading to a tragic and rather undignified end. The king died from overeating. His love for dessert, his inability to say no, ultimately cost him his life. It's a cautionary tale that reminds us of the dangers of overindulgence. The moral of the story: pace yourself, people. Enjoy your favorite treats. But remember, moderation is key. After all, you don't want to end up like King Adolf Frederick, remembered not for his reign but for his fatal love of dessert. Okay, this one's straight out of a spy movie. Georgy Markov, a Bulgarian writer, was living in London when, one day, he felt a sharp pain in his leg. He turned around and saw a man holding an umbrella who quickly apologized and walked away. What Georgy didn't know was that the umbrella had a secret, a hidden mechanism designed to inject a tiny poison pellet. And not just any poison ricin, one of the deadliest substances on Earth. Within days, Georgy was dead. The umbrella assassin was never caught. This one goes out to all the daredevils out there. In 1982, David Grunman was hanging out in the Arizona desert with his buddies when he spotted a giant saguaro cactus. Now these things are massive, we're talking 20 feet tall, weighing tons. But David, being the adventurous type, decided it would be a great idea to shoot at it with his shotgun. Well, the cactus fought back, and by fought back I mean it fell on top of him, crushing him instantly. Remember guys, nature always wins. You'd think after the whole king exploding from dessert incident, people would learn their lesson about overeating. But, nope. Not George Spencer Millett. In 1919, George threw himself a birthday party. And when I say he threw himself a party, I mean he went all out on the food. We're talking enough to feed a small army. George, determined to enjoy every last bite, ate and ate and ate, until he literally couldn't eat anymore. His stomach, unable to handle the sheer volume of food, gave up the ghost. Let this be a lesson, folks. Always save room for cake. I know what you're thinking. Sheep? Those fluffy little guys, how could they possibly kill someone? Well, let me tell you the tragic tale of Betty Stobbs. In 1999, Betty was enjoying a peaceful motorcycle ride through the English countryside when, out of nowhere, a whole flock of sheep came running out into the road. Her motorcycle crashed, sending Betty flying headfirst into a ditch. She died instantly. So, the next time you see a bunch of sheep, don't let their cuteness fool you. Those woolly devils are ruthless. This one's for all you sports fans out there. In 1923, jockey Frank Hayes was racing his horse Sweet Kiss when something tragic happened. Mid-race, Frank suffered a massive heart attack, but here's the crazy part: he stayed on the horse. Sweet Kiss, completely unaware that her rider was now deceased, kept on running, eventually crossing the finish line, with a dead Frank still in the saddle. They say he died doing what he loved, but come on, that's pretty hardcore. The year is 1981, a year marked by significant technological advancements and a growing reliance on machines. Technology is advancing at an incredible pace. The 1980s are a time of rapid innovation, with computers becoming more accessible and industries increasingly integrating automation into their processes. Robots are starting to become more commonplace in factories, revolutionizing the way products are manufactured. These mechanical marvels are designed to increase efficiency and reduce human error. Robert Williams was working at a Ford factory when he was asked to do a routine check on one of the robotic arms. He was a dedicated worker, known for his meticulous attention to detail and commitment to safety. Now these arms are huge. We're talking thousands of pounds of metal moving at high speeds. They are designed to handle heavy lifting and precise movements, making them indispensable in the manufacturing process. Somehow the robot malfunctioned, swinging around and striking Robert in the head. He died instantly. The malfunction was sudden and unexpected, leaving no time for Robert to react or seek safety. It was the first recorded case of a robot killing a human. This tragic incident sent shockwaves through the industry, raising questions about the safety and reliability of robotic systems. The future is now, and it's terrifying. As we continue to push the boundaries of technology, we must also consider the potential risks and ensure that safety measures keep pace with innovation. The story of Robert Williams serves as a sobering reminder of the delicate balance between progress and precaution. We've all done some dumb things for a chance to win a prize, but in 2007, Jennifer Strange's quest for a Nintendo Wii ended in tragedy. She was participating in a radio station contest called Hold Your Wii for a Wii, where contestants had to drink bottle after bottle of water without, well, you know. Jennifer, determined to win that Wii, ignored her body's warning signs and kept drinking. Hours later, she was found dead in her home from water intoxication. Turns out, you can have too much of a good thing. In the 1920s, flapper fashion was all the rage. It was a time of great social change, and women were embracing new freedoms and expressing themselves through bold and daring fashion choices. Short skirts, bobbed hair, and long flowing scarves were the order of the day. These accessories were not just fashion statements but symbols of the newfound independence and modernity that women were experiencing. But for dancer Isadora Duncan, her signature scarf would prove to be her downfall. Isadora was a pioneer of modern dance, known for her free-spirited and expressive performances. Her long, flowing scarves became a part of her identity, both on and off the stage. One day, Isadora was riding in an open-top car, her long silk scarf trailing behind her in the wind. She was enjoying the ride, feeling the breeze and the freedom that came with it. Little did she know, this moment of joy would soon turn tragic. Suddenly the car hit a bump and the scarf became tangled in one of the wheels. The delicate fabric, which had always been a symbol of grace and elegance, now became a deadly trap. The force of the car jerked Isadora's head back, breaking her neck instantly. It was a shocking and tragic end for a woman who had inspired so many with her art and her spirit. So, the next time you're tempted to wear an extra long scarf, remember Isadora's story. Safety first, fashion second. While fashion can be a powerful form of self-expression, it's important to always be mindful of the potential risks. Let Isadora's story be a reminder to balance style with safety. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Can you believe these crazy stories? It just goes to show you, life is unpredictable and sometimes it's downright bizarre. If you enjoyed this trip to the weird side, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content, and be sure to let me know in the comments which story you thought was the craziest. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and don't trip on your beard.